Okay, so listen, y'all. Some of y'all making it way too difficult. Some of y'all are dealing with people in your lives that are not in support of you following Jesus. Why? Because you're making moves, you're making decisions based off of what the Lord is telling you, and they got so many questions about it. They not happy about it. They not supporting you with it. You're doing things and they seem like they want to hold you back or keep you in what was and not allow you to branch off and explore what could be, right? You have wives, you have girlfriends, you have boyfriends, you have husbands, you have friends, you have moms, you just have people in your life that as you're following the Lord, they're having issues, right? And then you're having issues yourself following the Lord. You're trying to figure this thing out. You're trying to break free from Satan's grip. You're trying to break free from the world system. You're trying to break through things that you have done your entire life. It's already bad enough for you. Why? Because change is not easy, right? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You're having to overcome some stuff. You're having to have big faith. You're having to believe. You're dealing with disappointments. You're dealing with hardships. You're dealing with challenges. You're dealing with emotional stuff as the Lord is healing you and having you work through trauma and things. You're working to overcome, certain tendencies that you have to respond in negative ways, to respond in dysfunctional ways. You've got stuff going on within yourself. So you take an individual that's on this journey, that's on this walk with Christ, and the Lord is just making them over. It's the potter in the clay, and it don't feel good to get molded, to get shaped, to get pressed, right? It does not feel good. And it's taken so much of you just to be able to surrender and say, okay, God, go ahead and do this work in me. It takes every single day of you getting processed and you being step in step with the Lord and spending time with them. And here it takes a crucifying, like you got to crucify that flesh. But then to have somebody have issues with you as you're following Christ, they've got problems with what you're doing to follow Christ. They're bothered by the fact that you're having a difficult time following Christ. They're not supportive of it. Oh, yeah, you were running your race so well. Who cut in on you? And you realize that's a person that cut in on you? Baby, you stressed out because you like, I don't know if I should be with this person or how can I be friends with this person? Like, I can't even bring up God around this person without it being an issue. They always seem like they're just over it, bam. Honey, let me tell you, let me make the decision real easy for you. Follow God. Follow God. Why? Because if you go after God with everything that you have, everything that's not for you on that journey with God will fall away. It ain't that hard. Just follow God. You thinking, okay, it's either God or this person because I know together it's a struggle, it's a situation. Choose to follow God. You ain't got to break it off with that person. You ain't got to break it off with that individual and do this whole, I can't see you anymore. I can't be with you anymore. I'm sorry, mom. I can't be in your space like that. I'm sorry, friend. We can no longer be friends anymore. You ain't got to go through the whole breakup thing with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your wife. I'm sorry. Just make the decision right now. Right when you get off this video, say, I'm just going to go after God with everything I got. Why? Because I'm going to trust God with everything in my life, including that individual. I'm going to trust God with everything in my life, including that relationship. And if I go after God with everything I have and this person can't deal with it, then they are not for me in the journey that God has for me. They are not required for my destiny. You need to start getting it in your spirit. I'm telling you, in your soul, you need to get this. I'm required for this journey, you not. And if you leave, that just is my confirmation, you not. You over there making compromises with your walk with Christ so you could keep this person that the Lord's trying to show you is not supposed to be in your life. He got something better for you. He actually wants to spend some time with you. And then once when he spends some time with you and you actually wake up and your eyes is open to the fact that Satan is using that individual to keep you away from him. That's why you can't do the two. And they don't want to hear about God and they don't want to hear about your journey. And they always got something to say about your journey. And they got issues with your negative emotions about your journey because in any journey, there's good and there's bad. In the pursuit of anything, there's good and there's bad. Do you know I got a devil after me? Help me, support me, pray with me. Don't roll your eyes and tell me you don't know why I'm doing this, that I need to do something else, that I need to give up because this ain't working. That's Satan. Oh, and then Satan entered Judas. Judas didn't even know. Judas talking about, is it I, Jesus? Is it I that's going to betray you? Mm. Y'all, don't sit up there and stress about your jobs, about people, about nothing when it come down to the Lord. You trying to make this decision on whether or not you're going to keep this person in your life and don't worry about the decision to keep that person in their life. Let them stay. Go ahead, stay. But I'm going after Jesus with everything I got. With everything I got. And I'm not compromising my walk with Jesus. If Jesus says no, it is a no. And if you stay through that, I know that you're for me. I know we just may have some work to do, and I'm gonna ask the Lord for wisdom on how to work through that. But if you leave, what's for me ain't going nowhere. What's required for my destiny ain't going nowhere. What God put in my life for me to be able to become all He's created me to be ain't going nowhere. But then if God tell me as I'm following Him, go, I'm not holding on to you because all you gonna be is weight that holds me down. See, I'm trying to ascend to the ways of God that are higher than my ways. I want to think and be on that level closer to God because God's thoughts are not my thoughts. I'm trying to ascend, I'm trying to break free. But if I try to hold on to you and you ain't for me, you ain't supposed to go with me, you going to be the weight that's holding me back. And I'm not going for it. What I'm going to do is, hey, this struggle here is no longer a struggle. I'm making the decision not necessarily to leave you, not not to walk away from you, not. Maybe that's too hard of a decision. I get that. Make the decision to go after God and let the pieces fall where they may, baby. God will work it out. He's got a plan for you. And if you follow him, he'll reveal it to you. Okay? Talk soon.